Welcome back, everybody. Ready for another deep dive?
Always.
Awesome. Well, today we're going to be looking at, well, frankly, a story that has the whole business world kind of baffled right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the sudden resignation of Rodney McMullen,
Mm.
CEO of, Kroger.
Wow. That's big news.
It is. And, it's not just any CEO stepping down. I mean, this is the guy who's been at the helm for over a decade. Oversaw this massive expansion, really transformed the company.
Right, right. I mean, Kroger's everywhere now.
Exactly. And we've got, breaking news reports coming out, detailing the fallout already, what this means for the markets, the company. But here's the real kicker.
What's that?
It's not just a simple retirement announcement. This comes right on the heels of an internal investigation into McMullen's, conduct.
Yeah.
And the details, well, they're being kept pretty tight under wraps.
Okay, so there's more to the story than meets the eye.
Definitely seems that way. So I think what's really striking here is, McMullen, he wasn't just, riding the wave of a good economy or a booming industry. He made some really, strategic decisions that really kind of, I don't know, changed, the whole grocery game, I guess.
Yeah, no, he was definitely a visionary leader. I mean, you think about the stuff that they did with online shopping, curbside pickup, way ahead of the curve on all
Oh,
that.
totally, totally.
And then their store brand, the private label expansion. I mean, that was huge. Not only did it boost their profits, but it also, gave customers more affordable options.
Absolutely. I mean, he was playing chess while everyone else was playing checkers.
Exactly.
And so this resignation, with this investigation looming over it, it just raises all these questions.
Yeah.
Investors are understandably nervous. There's talk of stock prices fluctuating, maybe even, a hit to their market cap.
Yeah.
And it makes you wonder, what does this mean for a company that until very recently, was kind of a Wall Street darling?
Right. And the news report we're looking at, it really underscores the uncertainty swirling around Kroger right now. I mean, it's not just about the financials. It's the fact that sources are saying these allegations against McMullen, they're serious.
Yeah.
And that just makes the whole situation even more unpredictable. I mean, you have to wonder what could be so serious that it would force a CEO with his level of success to just walk away.
That's exactly what I keep coming back to, right?
Yeah.
It's like we're watching some corporate thriller play out in real time.
Yeah.
And Kroger, their statement, it promises transparency. They say they'll keep everyone updated, but until then, we're all kind of left, reading between the lines, trying to figure out what's really going on.
Right.
And they're definitely walking a tightrope here. They've got to reassure their stakeholders, the employees, customers, that they're in control.
Yeah.
That everything's going to be okay.
Yeah, but it's easy to just say business as usual, but I'm not so sure it's going to be that simple.
What do you mean?
Well, think about the impact this is going to have on employee morale.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I mean, and you could even see suppliers starting to get a little skittish, a little nervous about doing business with them. A leadership vacuum at this level, it can really throw even the most well-run company off balance.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought about that. So, okay, let's bring this home for our listeners, right? Like, what does all this mean for, your average person who's just trying to do their weekly grocery shopping?
Right.
I mean, sure, your local Kroger probably isn't going to transform overnight, but this shakeup, it could trigger all sorts of changes down the line.
Absolutely.
I mean, who knows? Maybe this is the catalyst for a whole new direction for the company. Maybe they bring in a new CEO who takes Kroger in a completely unexpected direction.
It's definitely possible. I mean, the big question now is, what kind of leader does Kroger need for this next chapter?
Yeah.
Do they go for someone who can, steady the ship, restore trust, and kind of get things back on track?
Right.
Or do they look for a more bold, innovative leader, someone who can, write the next chapter of Kroger's story?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It is.
This resignation, it really is a turning point for Kroger. And we'll definitely be keeping a close eye on things to see, how this all plays out, not just for Kroger, but for the entire grocery industry.
For sure.
And for our listeners, keep an eye on those shelves. The next time you're at Kroger, you never know what changes might be coming your way.
That's right.
But for now, that's going to do it for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next time for another deep dive into a whole new topic.
See ya.